Dark. No, you go. No, you go.
The other day you were joking how you didn't realize that the team was 6-2-2, and now 7-2-2. Can you sort of see the results with the way guys are acting and maybe the way they're playing, just that they're seeing some good stuff happen with their effort, with their time, with their commitment, finally happening to them?
Well, yeah, and the good thing is that there's still fight left, even though we're at where we're at in the standings. That's the biggest thing for us as a group is we're still trying to get better. The guys aren't mailing it in. They're competing. They're holding each other accountable in the dressing room. So there's still a lot going on. And so one thing we want to do down the stretch here is continue to put in building blocks for the start of next season. And it's extremely important. We don't want to be having to be swinging back on these habits and our leadership, things like that in training camp. We want to be able to hit the ground running, and it's imperative that a lot of this work continues to improve through the last several weeks of the season.
Dallas, you had a couple question marks personnel-wise. Does it end up being the same tonight, or do you have to make a change?
No, it looks like everybody's going to be good to go, which is encouraging. And I'll call Craig and see what we want to do with Oscar and Mr. Lander.
Look, you are 7-2-2 in the last 11. We've been outshot 10 of those 11 games, which reinforces how good the goaltending is. But does there come a point where, I know you don't want to critique the wins, but you got to get going here, especially early in games with your group up front?
Well, yeah, and listen, we've got to get more pucks to the net, and that's sometimes easier said than done. I think teams are blocking a lot of shots. It's we overpass the puck a lot. We're not a shoot first mentality. I went through the last 4 years with this team with the stats on their shots, and consistently in that 26th range in the league. So it's not a team that's shooting the puck comes naturally. So we keep hammering on that, and yeah, we do want to get going. Being 7-2-2 is great. I'd rather be 11-0. That's just how it is. And then the other part of it is you've got to be careful. Like I think the other night with the Islanders, they reminded me of a team that Jim Playfair coached in the American League. They won the Calder Cup one year, and his mandate was every puck on net. They wouldn't even dump the pucks to get them back. Their dumps were going on the net. And the Islanders the other night, I think they put up 6 or 7 shots on our net from just inside the red line. Well, that's great. That's 7 shots for them. But the quality of shot and the way that we do the biggest thing for me at the end of the night are the chances. And we weight our chances, A, B, and C, A being a bell ringer. So not only do you want to out-chance the other team and keep the other team to minimum chances, but you certainly want to have much more A chances than they have. And that's the one thing, if you take our last game, yeah, we were outshot, but the A chances for us and the A chances for them were far, far different.
The last 10 games.
I think he's battling. I spoke to him yesterday. He's wants to put up more offensive production. He has turned into one of our better penalty killers, which has been pretty good as of late. And his development continues. I think he could have been much better, but that's a life of a more inexperienced guy. They don't play at that same level every night. They have their ups and downs during the year, and I think he's just had a little bit of dip. But the good thing with Nuge is he's not. I don't know. I don't want to. Well, I'll say it. He's not frustrated by it. He's more inspired to to get back and to get after it. He's not dragging his lip and playing the poor me card. He's trying to fight to get better, and that's all we can ask, is that he's engaged, he understands, and it's important for him to be a critical part of our forward group.
How much of that is going against the other team's better centers night after night, and then not worrying, but just not very concerned about checking them because his offense is not as great?
Yeah, I never buy that, Matty. Like, I never buy because you are going to play hard without the puck, that it translates and you can't do anything with the puck. When you have the puck, you have the puck, and when you don't, you don't. I do agree with the Nuge takes on big minutes against some hefty opponents sometimes, but that's where we're at. Nuge is one of our top centermen. He has to take on that role no matter his age, and so that's where I'm very cautious to be very critical of him. If he was a guy that had been in the years or in the league 6 years, it'd be a different story. But Nuge is finding his way, and he's going to be an excellent player for us. He's already an excellent player for us, and so we've got to watch the critique of some of these guys. And the other thing, I talked to Nuge. I'm like, how are you finding the minutes? Because he usually on any given night he's right there at the top of our forwards with minutes played, and he doesn't have the old man strength. He's still growing, but he doesn't think that's a factor in his game right now.
Dallas, can you just talk about Ben Scrivens and when he came in and how he's kind of helped change the dynamic of this club and just help you guys out?
Yeah, well, he's been very vocal to start. That's Ben. He likes to get involved in the dressing room. He likes to give the guys reminders on how we need to play and what's critical in the game. So that's part of his personality. He's come in, he's worked extremely hard in practice. He's a student of his craft, and he's got a work ethic to go with it. I think that's translated into his play. And he's come in and played well, and he stopped pucks, and I think he's been feeling pretty good about himself, and that's what you need. I don't care what position you play. You've got to be feeling good about yourself to play well. And he's given us saves at critical times in the game. On nights when we haven't had it, he's been able to shut the door and keep us in it. And that's what you need of your goalie. It's the it can't be the goalie has to stop pucks that he's not supposed to stop sometimes. If he just stops the ones that he's supposed to, you just kind of end up even. When he stops the one he's not supposed to, that's when your goalie's making a difference in the game, and that's what he's done.
You guys have a bunch of players, Schultz, Nurse, Clefbaum, you hope to grow up to be like Drew Doughty. What does that guy add to the line?
About everything. He's great when he has the puck. He can control the pace of the game by himself. He's a danger when he doesn't have the puck. He has the ability to step up and really lay into somebody if they're not paying attention. I think he's the driving force behind their team.
On a sort of similar note, I mean, is it realistic, if you look at the Kings, that big, heavy, strong puck possession team, you have different types of forwards. I know you'd like in 2 or 3 years to have a team as competitive as LA, but given the makeup, is it really, are you going to have to do it a little bit differently based upon the skill sets of some of your guys?
Well, I don't expect us to go out and knock these guys around, because it's you're not. It's not going to probably bode well for your success rate that way. But I certainly am going to be preaching today and tonight about wanting to get into the battle for the puck and wanting to get into the fight for the puck, and we've got to do it by numbers. We can't leave Jordan Eberle in the corner fighting off one of their defensemen and their low centerman. Somebody's got to get over there and want to help him and want to support him, and we've got to be quick with that support. And if we're not, they're going to have the puck a whole bunch. So for me, it's going to be more about very quick support, coming to the puck, helping out your teammate, but we can't be late to the party tonight. And when late to the party could be a beat. So we've got to be diligent that when we do have it, we're getting over close to the guy quickly for support. And then the other part is when we don't have it, we at least have to get back on the right side of the puck immediately. And that's something we've done much better, especially after switching out of that the new neutral zone. It's been paying a lot of dividends for us defensively.
Thank you.
Good.